Do you like toys? Big Bad Toy Store has toys. If you click the link in the description below and give them money, you too can have toys. Now watch my video. Hello and welcome to VR Reviews. Today we'll be reviewing the Jurassic World Legacy Collection Pachycephalosaurus. With the new Jurassic World movie coming out soon, they have introduced a new line of toys. The Legacy Collection is specifically meant to be for older designs from older movies. And the Pachycephalosaurus is my favorite herbivore, so that is the first thing that I have picked up. And from what I can tell, Mattel is doing a halfway decent job with this line. They're fairly cheap, and if you are a fan of Jurassic Park kind of stuff, you may want to pick up a few of them here and there. Starting off with our size comparison, of course, here we have our Pachycephalosaurus. Here's our standard Marvel Legends 6-inch Cosmic Armor Iron Man and 3 3/4-inch Marvel Universe Wolverine. The Pachycephalosaurus seems to be within 6-inch sort of parameters. I'm not actually sure what scale this line is supposed to be. I thought it was supposed to be 3 3/4-inch, but it seems a bit all over the place. Either way, according to this chart that I pulled from Totally Not Wikipedia, it seems like a reasonable 6-inch scale kind of Pachycephalosaurus, which is fine by me. Now let's get everything else out of here and just look at the Pachycephalosaurus. Moving on to our 360 spin, there's not a whole lot of paint detail here. It's pretty much just the base sort of beigeish color. The markings on his back are dark bluish kind of gray color. His underside has a slightly whiter tinge than the rest of his body. And that's pretty much it. They didn't paint any of the claws or anything, and there's no wash on him. There's a decent amount of sculpt work. All the texturing on him actually looks pretty good. Lots of scale work, and he does have all of his claws and things sculpted. So, with a decent paint job, he would actually be pretty cool looking. And even without it, I think he still looks perfectly fine. Now let's go ahead and zoom in on his head sculpt. Head sculpt-wise, the actual sculpt work is similar to the rest of the body, with all the scales and everything, and he's got all the little horns going around his big ramming head. Paintwork continues to be pretty bland. They pretty much just sprayed the top of his head with some white and continued the dark markings around the eyes. The eyes are actually pretty well centered. Other than that, there's no real other paintwork, but the sculpt itself is nice, and I'm not exactly expecting amazing paintwork for cheapo figures like this. Now let's go ahead and move on to some articulation. Articulation is very basic. You get a ball peg in the head, so that moves side to side, forward and back, rotates around a little bit. You get ball hinges in the shoulders that move forward and back, in and out. His hips move forward and back and in and out very slightly. And you also get motion in the tail for his action feature, which goes up and down, which makes his neck move in and out for head-butting action, like so. And lastly, we have our packaging. These figures do come in open-air sort of hanging cards, which is one of my least favorite kinds of packaging, because they just collect dust really easily. Either way, it has a nice picture of a T-Rex and the Jurassic Park gate and stuff on the back, Jurassic World Legacy Collection logo, Pachycephalosaurus down there at the bottom, and on the back you get a picture of the figure, demonstration of its action feature, and some other stuff that is available in the Legacy Collection. The young T-Rex, Dilophosaurus, Pteranodon, and 2 different raptors. I might be getting some of that stuff. I don't know, we'll just kind of see what I run across. I do like me some dinosaurs, so you never know what I might pick up. While these do work for in or out of package display, getting covered in dust while in package is really annoying, so I would probably just use them for out of package display. Anyway, that about wraps it up for the Pachycephalosaurus, so until next time, goodbye!